In 2025, I bet you're gonna go to a famous travel destination. At least TripAdvisor has released the top 25 destination places in Southeast Asia, and those destinations has been chosen by you and me that travel in 2024. And here's the list. As you can see, there's many famous places, and I'm sure you're gonna go to one of those places, or at least you're thinking to one of them at least. In this video, I will share my experience because I've been traveling since 5-6 months now in Southeast Asia, and I've went to many of them. These places may not be the same as this one, and this way you'll be able to organize your trip as you wish with the type of experience you want to do in this place other than this one. For each destination, I will try to list the good and bad points and stay until the end because this list is quite good with a lot of things, but there's few cities where I went to that were absolutely amazing. So stay to the end to have this bonus tip. You guys ready? Let's go. Okay, so let's first start with Indonesia. There is 3 destinations here in Indonesia in this list. The very first one, actually, it's Bali. I'm right now actually in Bali, and this is kind of a cool place to be, but depending on the place you are, the vibe may be different. If you go to Canggu, Kuta, it will be very crowded and very many people, a bit expensive, and it's not chill and relaxed. If you want this, you can go to Ubud. This is much more stylish, fancy stuff, a little bit still expensive and less people, but still there's this vibe of city life. And right now I'm in Uluwatu, in the south of Bali, and this is much more the countryside right now. Here I'm next to the beach, and this is kind of cool, but there is really few things to do around. Surfing, just sunbathing, and visiting some temples. This is a cool island to go because you have various type of lifestyle, but be aware that now Bali starts to be a little bit saturated with many people everywhere. In 21 position, you also have Jakarta in Indonesia. I didn't went there recently, but I've heard that this is a big city, modern, but also very crowded. For the one that went there, just write in the comments. That would be interesting for me to know, and also for the other people. Rank 24, you have Flores. Not so many famous. You have Bali, Lombok, and a little bit after you have Flores Island. It's cute, you have a little center, a little bit fancy, cozy, with some coffee and places to chill. But most people come here to do the Komodo boat cruise. Actually, from here, that's where most of the boat tour starts the trip for 3 days to go to Komodo Islands and other islands around. I've just done it. That was absolutely amazing. So Flores is nice, but Komodo is better. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And after that, you have Thailand. On this whole list from TripAdvisor, you have 3 places from Thailand. Rank 3, you have Bangkok. Actually, that's an amazing city with many things to do. You have expensive restaurant, but also cheap one in the street where the food is amazing. You have beautiful temples to visit. You have museum as well. I think that's the city everyone has to pass by, but it's in overall quite dense city and a bit hot. So be ready to face the warmth of this city. Ranked 6, you have Phuket. I choose to not to go there during this trip because I've heard that it's very touristy with many people, and in Thailand I prefer to go to some more chill place and with more nature related place than crowded ones. So for the one that went to Phuket, just tell in the comment if you liked it or not. But rank 13 is Chiang Mai. I went there. It was quite nice, but I was expecting a little bit more from this city. The city center, it's a square one where it's beautiful, you have some temples in it, but there is no true centers with few streets where there's a lot of coffees or place to be, you know. I felt that the center was a little bit empty. So you can go there to see elephants, to do some nice hikes, to go to the sticky waterfalls or those kind of natures around. That's really nice, but the city itself, I was a little bit disappointed. So do some your own research to be sure that if you go there, you won't be disappointed as I was. And if you plan a trip to Indonesia, Thailand, or other countries I'm going to talk about, just share this video with the people you want to travel with. Also, you have many destinations from India, Nepal, and the Indian Ocean. I didn't went there, but I hope that in the coming years, I will be able to do a travel there and that I can share my experience with you. But so far from all those places, I didn't went to. But if some of you went there, I would be really interested to learn a little bit more about those places. So share your experience in the comments. That will really be helpful for me. Next country that is listed, it's Vietnam. You have 3 destinations listed: Hanoi, Hoi An, and Ho Chi Minh. Hanoi, I didn't really like it because it was a little bit too noisy. In every street you go, you will have scooters, and they have this weird habits to just honk for everything. And so you cannot walk in silence in a street in Hanoi. And so that was a little bit frustrating for me, to be honest. In Hoi An, I wanted to go there, but unfortunately in November, December, that's the rainy season, and this city was flooded at that time. So I didn't went there, but at the end I was a little bit happy because I've heard that the city lost a little bit its authenticity, and now it's only for tourists and everything around tourist people coming here. So that may be not the place I'm gonna go next if I go back to Vietnam. And after that you have Ho Chi Minh City, and this one was a really nice surprise. A little bit like Bangkok, you have, for example, a very dense street with many bars and discotheques, the Bui Vien Street. And apart from that, you have a really modern city with a lot of coffees as well, just like in Hanoi and in whole Vietnam more generally. I would say you have to come here because you have the War Museum, and nearby you have the Cu Chi tunnels. And I think that's really interesting to learn this past history that's still present in Vietnam. I hope you liked the video, but watch till the end because I have 3 destinations that not in this list that I went that was amazing. But before, you have Cambodia. In Cambodia, in this list you have 2 destinations, Phnom Penh and Siem Reap. Phnom Penh is quite nice, you have beautiful temples, the Royal Palace that is amazing, but I think it has had some accidents recently. I hope it will be repaired quickly. But other than that, the city is modern, a little bit hot, but quite cool. And you have also Siem Reap, and Siem Reap it's actually amazing. Not for the city itself, it's a nice one, but you have Angkor Wat next to it, and you have to visit this beautiful temple complex. It's not just one temple, it's many, many temples. In one day, I rent a scooter and I did maybe 7 temples, and we did most of them, but still there were many temples to explore. This is a beautiful place to pass by when you do your trip in Southeast Asia. Don't forget to hit the like button. After that, you have Singapore. Singapore, it's quite an amazing city with all of its big buildings and all of its fancy restaurants, except for the garden by the bay, not the vibe of a backpacker. And on the other side, you also have China and Korea and Philippines, from those places that has been ranked on the top 25 destinations from TripAdvisor, from the traveler's choice. I didn't went there also. Unfortunately, I stay more in Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia, and now Indonesia. So I didn't went to China, Japan, Korea. I would love to, maybe in the next trip. And for those people that went there, I will be super happy to learn a little bit more from those countries. What do you think about those cities here? That will be interesting to know more about. Okay, and so now my bonus tip for those 3 destinations that are not listed there, but actually that's really, really worth to go there. The first, it's Tam Coc or Ninh Binh in Vietnam. Ninh Binh, it's the big city. Tam Coc, it's a small one there. And this is absolutely marvelous. You have a landscape that is just insane. Flat on one side and with a lot of mountains on the other one. And here the things to do, it's boat tour. You have many boat tours in Tam Coc directly or in Trang An, a little bit nearby. And this is just amazing. The second destination, it's Luang Prabang in Laos. I'm actually quite surprised that Laos is not listed there, but Luang Prabang is actually super cute. It's an old colonial vibe city center, and it's super nice to pass some time here. Plus from there you can do a super nice experience to go to Nong Keo and to have a night sleep on the top of a mountain and to just have an amazing view. So for me, go to Luang Prabang, this is super nice. And the last but not least, it's Bukit Lawang for its incredible orang-utan experience. From this city, it's a small one, there's not too many things to do there, but you have amazing view normally if you book the right hotel at the end. You have amazing views over the national park of Gonong Lodge. But people come here to do 3, 4, 5 days trek into the jungle to meet orangutans and monkeys. And this is actually amazing. I've done this experience a month ago and I'm still dreaming about it. This was absolutely insane. If you can do that, just do it because that's memories for life. And so that's all for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it and that I help you to learn a little bit more about those cities because the vibes can be a little bit different. So plan correctly your trip so you're not too much disappointed from one place while you were expecting something else. And if you like this video, give a thumbs up, that will help me, and tell me in the comments what you'd like to see next. On that, see you on the next video guys. Ciao, ciao.